it seems absurd to offer oblivion as recompense, but she'll never paint again.
Today on Arts 24, the video game of the year, and it's proudly, unmistakably French. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 was created by a small studio in Montpellier. It's taking the world by storm. With its Belle Époque-inspired world, haunting story and hybrid gameplay, it sold more than 1 million copies in just 3 days, and it even earned praise from President Macron. Well, joining me in the studio is one of the minds behind the phenomenon, François Meurisse. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Now, you are the co-founder of Sandfall Interactive, the video game studio behind this acclaimed title. Congratulations. 1 million sales in 3 days. So what are the figures like after 2 weeks of its release?
So I think we're getting close to 2 million right now.
So tell us, how would you describe then Clair Obscur Expedition 33 for our viewers who might not be gamers?
Yeah.
And what makes it so French?
So Expedition 33 is a turn-based role-playing game. You play an expedition whose goal is to defeat the Paintress, because in the world you play in, which is inspired by the French Belle Époque, but in a fantasy setting, there's a big monolith, and the Paintress is a giant woman who paints like a new number every year, and that number ticks down, and everyone who's that age fades away. So you're trying to defeat her, where a previous expedition failed, and you follow those adventurers throughout the whole game.
Okay, well, the graphics are impressive. Let's take a look at the game.
I didn't make the rules between you two.
You're fighting to change things.
For those who come after. Right?
I thought I was used to losing people.
Yeah, me too.
Now, François, the setting draws heavily from 19th century France, but reimagined through a fantasy lens. Talk to us a bit more about the inspiration behind the game, because it took 5 years to make, didn't it?
Yeah, it took 5 years, and from the beginning we had this strong creative vision and wanted to find our own unique identity, you know. So our art director and the whole team found many references spanning from French Belle Époque to Art Deco, and this was a big inspiration into, for example, Lumière, which is the city where you begin your play. It's inspired by Paris with a broken Eiffel Tower, and you can recognize the Arc de Triomphe. We've put some Haussmannian building as well. And yeah, those inspiration also were used for the clothing of the characters, for some enemies, for some design patterns. And yeah, I think that's what resonated with player, you know, because they saw that as a unique and authentic art direction.
Okay, well, one of the voices of the game is the Lord of the Rings star, Andy Serkis. He plays the mysterious Renoir. Here's the British actor and director explaining why this type of acting appeals to him.
I love every aspect of acting, whether it's reading an audio book or whether it's being on the big screen or TV or on stage. It's just a different set of acting muscles.
A lifetime. A lifetime with my family torn apart. No. I want my family back.
And Serkis joins Ben Starr and Jennifer English in the voice cast, and they absolutely love the game.
It's an addictive combat system with an amazing story and an original world. I think that's it. Like, if you've never played a turn-based combat game before, it's a fantastic way in. It's very active, it feels very alive, and the world is so beautifully drawn. You're just going to be captivated by it, and the music. I mean, everything. Really.
Every single aspect exudes beauty and passion, and I couldn't be prouder of it.
François, are you feeling surprised by its success?
To that extent, yes. I mean, we knew from the reveal of the game 9 months ago that players were already loving it, and some players were expecting it, but not to that extent, you know. I mean, as I said, we're close to 2 million sales, so that's a huge success, and we didn't expect to get like that many success in such a short span of time. And like, we're also, above all, I'd say, we're really grateful for all the tons of messages we're receiving at the studio or on social network about people who loved the game and felt like a deep and personal connection to it, you know.
Because you're a team of just 30 or so in Montpellier. You've gone to the global spotlight. So what's it going to change for you, and what are you planning to do next?
So I hope it won't change much to the way we work today, because that's also what made our success. So we already have some great ideas about the future game. And yeah, I mean, for us, the future would be more games, hopefully, and more powerful stories that people can connect with.
Okay, well, congratulations again, François. Thanks for coming in to talk to us about the success of Clair Obscur. And stay with us, because we're going to talk about some other arts news now. And Monday marked one of the world's biggest nights in fashion. The brightest stars in Hollywood, music and sports, including Zendaya, Diana Ross and Rihanna, hit the red carpet in New York for the annual Met Gala fundraising event. The theme for this year was Superfine Tailoring Black Style. Caroline Baum reports.
Like every year, stars gathered on Monday evening at the Met Gala in New York City, in a contest of flamboyance and one-upmanship. Attendees interpreted the theme Superfine, Tailoring Black Style, the Met's new exhibit celebrating black dandy fashion. Formula One driver Lewis Hamilton incorporated African symbols, including baobab flower motifs and cowrie shells, into his look, while his co-chair, Coleman Domingo, stunned in an intricate pearl jacket.
Man, it's just beautiful to be around other black, creative people who redefine what it means to wear a suit. For me, it's about honoring the past, honoring your ancestors, honoring presently my evolution, and honoring the future.
The new exhibition dives into black dandyism, an intricate weaving of black and European fashion started in the 18th century and culminating with the Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s. Curators showcased this subversive fashion history as well as its social and political implications. Vogue editor Anna Wintour noted a strong response to the exhibit in the current American political climate.
Obviously, this exhibition was planned many years ago, and we didn't know what would be happening in the political arena, but it's taken on a new sense of importance and purpose.
Political considerations aside, the Met Gala remains the place to see and be seen. Rihanna and rapper A$AP Rocky used the occasion to announce that they were expecting a third child. Rihanna accessorized her suited ensemble with a baby bump that she showed off to cameras. With one seat at the dinner going for $75,000, this year's gala raised $31 million for the Met's Costume Institute.
Some impressive looks there. Well, next to a Paris exhibition showing sensuous and undulating artwork made by a British artist out of discarded feathers that she's been collecting for 20 years. Kate MccGwire's sculptures are as unsettling as they are intricate. Olivia Salazar-Winspear takes us to the exhibit called Glitch at the Filles de Calvaire Gallery.
We think of magpies being black and white, but they have a very small patch of blue petrol-coloured feathers on the wing.
Pigeons, ducks, pheasants and roosters. Artist Kate MccGwire has been collecting bird feathers since childhood. Now her job involves amassing the right ones and then sculpting them. The raw material for her pieces comes from farmers, the hunting community, and even pigeon racers.
Each year I probably get about 50,000 feathers through the post. The important thing to realise with my feathers is that they're all common British birds and you can't buy them, can't buy the feathers. It will take me maybe 15, 20 years to get enough feathers of a particular type to make a piece of work.
Her latest exhibition at the Filles du Calvaire Gallery in Paris is called Glitch, inspired by the River Thames in London and the way the water creates optical illusions, revealing multiple perspectives. She started with a series of ink drawings and translated those visions into 3D pieces.
These are slightly raised, this area here. But as you walk around it, it does really weird things with your eye. Because you'll pick up these iridescent edges of the feathers here. You've got this very strong, pulsating, circular pattern.
Sculptures with an uncanny, lifelike feel to them. They have familiar features, yet aren't recognizable animals. These strange creatures are often enclosed in specially made cabinets.
This is my favourite piece in the show. It's called Torsion, and it's very muscular and powerful, and I love the way that it's floating and it's writhing around in the cabinet.
Iris van Herpen selected MccGwire's work to be shown alongside her sculptural couture pieces when the fashion designer had an exhibition at the Museum of Decorative Arts in Paris. A juxtaposition of high-tech garments with these natural, sensuous forms, both of them a reminder that beauty comes from unexpected sources.
I'm trying to all the time get people to look at the glorious aspect of nature that we overlook. So you eat a chicken and you don't even think about the debris that's left. And I'm sort of saying, look at this again. Isn't this amazing?
Painstaking work that blends very precise craftsmanship with conceptual art. Kate MccGwire's unique creations have taken flight and now feature in collections all over the world.
And that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you to today's guest, the producer of the new video game Clair Obscur, François Meurisse. And we're going to leave you with an adaptation of a video game that's become a hit TV series. François, are you a fan of The Last of Us?
Yeah, I played the first episode, which was a really real narrative breakthrough for the industry. And I watched the first season with my wife as well. And it's great that a video game story can open up as well like that to new audiences.
OK, well, maybe we're going to see Clair Obscur as a TV series in the not-so-distant future. We're going to leave you with a look at the new series, which is releasing an episode weekly until the end of May. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead.
You're gonna lose.